All right, To Your Health here today. We're talking about the bad combination of two M's, money or medicine for your senior citizens. And with us right now, Dr. Alicia Arbaje. Got it. From Johns Hopkins University of Medicine. I'm going to put words right in your mouth.
Okay.
Dr. Jones, your blood pressure's up. Have you been taking your medicine? And he says, no, because I can't afford it. You're hearing that more and more these days.
That's absolutely right. And this is the important thing to remember about medicines is that they're expensive, but they're also necessary at times. So it's really important to talk to your doctor about these issues.
Is Mr. Jones even cutting his medicine in half and taking half of it today, half of it tomorrow to cut down?
Or sometimes skipping days in between.
And not telling anybody.
And not telling anybody. And this is very important because older adults are different than younger adults. And so medicines affect them differently. So changing your medicines around when you're younger isn't the same as when you're older.
So what do you tell them face to face when they come into your office?
Well, here's the thing. You need to review your medicines just like you review your budget, like you review your stock portfolios, your investments. Every 3 months, go over your medicines, talk to your doctor or your healthcare provider, and say, look, doctor, I'm having some trouble affording these. Are there some changes that we can make so that I can better take my medications? And there's lots of programs out there for cheaper medications.
Okay, you rank them, though. Groceries, BGE bill, my rent, my medicine. Where does that fall? Where does medicine fall?
Well, you've got to eat, right? And so it's very important to be able to get through the day. And sometimes medicines don't make you feel better right away, so you think, well, maybe I don't need to take them right now. But the important thing is that you need to talk to your healthcare provider because some medicines, it's okay to stop them here and there, but some, it's not okay to do that.
And I know you're yelling at your TV. Those are the people that are watching. They say, well, why are medicines so darn high?
Well, and that's an important question. That's a very important question. Some medicines don't have to be as high as they are, which is, again, we're used to taking the latest fad, the latest medication that comes on television. But talk to your healthcare provider because maybe you don't need to be on that expensive drug. Maybe there are cheaper alternatives, and that's usually the case.
And that New York Times article that you sent me, I read at the bottom there, pharmaceuticals say, well, the cost of medicines are stabilizing because if you don't take it, then the cost of healthcare will be even higher because things could get disastrous.
And that is true. That is true. The important thing, though, however, for older people is that many older people are on more than one medication at a time, not like maybe you or I who may be just on one or two or none. And so the important thing is if you're on more than 2 or 3 medications is to go over them. And if I could just say there are 3 important times when people should be going over their medications. So the first is when they're well, every few months going over with their doctor, making sure, do I still need to be on this medication? Am I on the right dose of this medication? And if I am on the right dose, do I need to change it? If I'm not on the right dose, do I need to change it? So the most important time is when you're well to go over your medicines. But then when you get sick, you have to go over your medicines again because medicines that work well when you're well don't always work when you're sick. So you need to go over things.
Are there certain medicines that we really are cutting back on? I mean, I know we need this, 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 and this to survive, but are there other medicines that we're saying so long to?
Well, many people are cutting back on medications like their cholesterol medicine or their blood pressure medicine because if you miss taking those, you don't really notice the difference. So, but those have long-term consequences when people do that because the effects of those medicines are months, years later.
Okay, you've been doing this how long? How long have you been a doctor now?
I've been a doctor for about 8 years.
And how is this the worst you've seen it?
This is the worst I've seen it for 2 reasons. One, because of our economy, but 2, because people are on more medicines than ever, so they have more competing demands than ever.
All right, listen, this is a very important topic, and we want to put up a screen because we're going to have that woman's journey, which is...
Absolutely.
How many are we up to now? 1.5 million visitors coming in now for this woman's journey? This is John's over there.
Close.
He says, yeah. All right, are you going to be there Saturday?
My colleague will be there.
All right, you got to have a booth, though. You got to have your own show here. Saturday, it's going to go from 9 to 4:15 at the Hilton in Baltimore. Beautiful. Go in there and ask about the medicines. Who's going to be there?
Dr. Zeman is going to be talking about the different medications that are important for older people.
Thank you very
Absolutely.
much. We helped out a lot of people here today. All right. All right, let's take a look at our weather right now. Here is Justin Burke. Good morning, Justin.
Good morning, Jimmy. 9:48. Let's start off with just some views across the area. I want to take you back to Western Howard County.
Amazing Great America.